Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For the past 6 decades, a memorial built to pay tribute to freedom fighters has been in shambles. Such was the condition of the revered place, which inspired countless revolutionaries, that the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, and his government undertook cudgels to renovate and restore it in order to give a befitting tribute to the Satyagrahis. If you don't believe me, then take a look at these pictures because they speak 1,000 words. Earlier, the entire structure was in shambles with broken walls, but now it has been renovated and restored. The Martyrs' Well, a water hole in which scores of people died after jumping in to try to save themselves from the volley of bullets ordered by General Dyer, today has been covered with a transparent barrier so as for people not to litter the place. The premises of the memorial were filled with filth, and now it has undergone a major transformation with dustbins installed. There were texts scribbled all over the walls. Bullet marks were not highlighted, but now just see for yourself how the renovation has given a new glory to this memorial. Earlier, the visitors used to stand on the memorial, but now it has been guarded and cordoned off. The lawn, which was used by the nearby locals to dry their clothes, are even and were events of the past now. Look at the spick and span lawn, the stark passage that gets a mural makeover too. But the opposition is finding it hard to digest. It says the renovation has led to the last traces of the event effectively being erased. Calling it an insult to the martyrs, the opposition claimed that the Disneyfication of memories often damage memories. But it was left red-faced when Captain Amrinder Singh, a true blue Sikh and Chief Minister of Punjab, gave his stamp of approval. Listen in.
I don't know what has been removed, लेकिन जो मैंने देखा है उस रात को जब प्राइम मिनिस्टर मैं भी उस रात को बोला था, to me it looked very nice. 100 years, 102 years have passed. 102 years में कहीं टेढ़े आ जाती हैं, कुछ हो जाता है, तो it looks very nice. But I do not know what to eat.
चूंकि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने, आरएसएस ने देश की आजादी की लड़ाई में कोई भागीदारी नहीं की थी, इसलिए उनको जलियांवाला बाग की अहमियत का अंदाजा नहीं है। सरकार ने जो कुछ वहां किया है वो एक गलत कदम है।
हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ऐसे सब स्थलों को, अगर आप डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर के पंच तीर्थ स्थल की बात करें, कांग्रेस तो बहुत लंबे समय से थी और डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर जी का योगदान उसको भुलाया नहीं जा सकता, लेकिन उन्होंने ध्यान नहीं दिया। सरदार पटेल, जिनकी बड़ी भूमिका थी इस देश के को जोड़ने की, उनके विषय में कांग्रेस ने क्या किया, वो ऐसे सभी चीज़ों के लिए कांग्रेस को मैं दोषी मानता हूँ कि राहुल गांधी के जो स्टेटमेंट होते हैं उनको कोई अब गंभीरता से लेता नहीं। उनका समय था, उनको करने का अवसर था, उन्होंने जो नहीं किया वो हम सब कर रहे हैं, जिससे उनको तकलीफ हो रही है।
So the legitimate question on the news hour tonight is jealousy behind the Jallianwala jibe. That's the question and the debate. Jallianwala revamp Rao. That's the hashtag and the debate coming up.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining Sanju Verma and Dr. Anand Ranganathan are Kamru Zaman Chaudhary, leader of the Congress Party, and Dr. Fuad Halim, spokesperson of the CPIM. And Dr. Fuad Halim, what is the problem? Can I show you visuals of the Jallianwala Bagh memorial? There were dogs that were roaming around in that area. There were broken pathways. There was mounds of sand that were there. There were walls that had been dilapidated. There was a well which was filled with garbage and litter. You think that looked better and was a better tribute to our martyrs than what it looks now?
Well, it's very clear that we have laws that guide the nation on the question of preservation of historical and sites which have a heritage value. And what I see primarily in the photographs that you are putting forward, that the primary structures around Jallianwala Bagh have been covered up. If you look at the passage, which is of historical importance, because it was that passage that General Dyer targeted, because he knew there was only one way in and one way out. And that passage, the way that it has been changed, takes away from reminding the people who walked through that passage as to what happened on that day. Let's be very clear. If you're talking from a heritage point of view, the government of India has definitely changed that passage, and that passage is key and central to the entire understanding of what happened in Jallianwala Bagh. You have to understand there are many incidents that followed before that and after that. You had for the first time Swami Sahajanand come to the Jama Masjid in Delhi and address the people who had congregated there for the Juma Namaz, protesting what had happened in Jallianwala Bagh. You have to understand that Jallianwala Bagh by itself is not the incident that is isolated and that occurred on that day over there. It has an all India flavor, and that entire flavor a person gets, anybody who's been to Jallianwala Bagh, when he walks through that passage, he feels the chill of what happened to our
as far as I can see, I don't know Fuad Halim, Dr. Fuad Halim, have you visited the Jallianwala Bagh
those
memorial?
were the walls, you know.
I don't know if you've been there.
I have.
The walls, it is very close. It is very close to the Golden Temple. I have, and it looked like nothing. There were chai stalls outside. And in that entire road going right up to the Golden Temple as well, and close to this museum, you know, there was absolute rampant you know, people sitting on the pavement, selling their stuff, littering. There was no protection whatsoever, but that was better, and that was respect for the martyrs. Today it is not. Dr. Anand Ranganathan.
Thank you, Navika. You know,
improvement is definitely welcome, Navika. No.
Now, Dr. Halim,
improvement is welcome. Nobody denies or doesn't.
The passage is still there, sir. The passage is still there.
You're changing the entire
Navika,
flavor.
Dr. Halim,
every
time you interrupt.
Look,
sir,
is that fair? Is that fair for you to interrupt every time? Come on.
Anand Ranganathan.
And on this rare occasion, in fact, I'm going to agree with you. So please bear with me. No, Navika, look, as they say, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. That is, if the beholder is not a believer in L1 tendering system. I'm afraid I completely agree with my comrade friend, Dr. Halim. This kind of memorial is almost, you know, for every Indian. I know parallels are very difficult to make and maybe not right as well, but it's almost like Auschwitz. It's a memorial that takes us back to that cataclysmic moment, the inflection point. And that passageway, as Dr. Halim says, evokes, of course, we were not there to witness it, but that is as close to, I have been to Jallianwala Bagh, and when I walked through that passage, it was as close to as being there with, you know, that horrid barbarian General Dyer about to let loose, you know, all the firearms. So, and when you change that, it is almost as if you want to refurbish Auschwitz. You know, you want to refurbish something. And I agree with you, Navika, that if something is dilapidated, you can clean it up. You don't want stray dogs running around here and there. You want a proper lawn. You know, you want the walls to be plastered properly. But here I ask you again, I mean, you can say that, look, there is some dilapidation with the Ajanta Ellora wall. Does that mean कि वहाँ पे L1 tendering करके उस पे cement पोत दें? नहीं. Some things have to have that, you know, soberness, sobriety attached to them because they are of extreme importance.
But I don't think L1 tender हुआ है इसमें. ASI was part of the committee. The ASI official has gone on record to say that you know, there have been 30 meetings where the ASI has been monitoring all the changes that have been made. Unless you are saying that the Archaeological Survey of India is not a trustworthy body, and under Modi it has also lost its charm.
No, I'm sorry, it isn't. If you look at its history and the way it has preserved our monuments, and it is cutting across governments, Navika. It was as bad. It is as bad now as it was during the UPA. It is just not capable of taking care of our monuments. Period.
Sanju Verma.
Navika,
Sanju Verma, respond.
Navika, you know, who are the people who are opposing the renovation of the Jallianwala Bagh? It is a historian sitting in London called Tim Wagner. It is somebody called Irfan Habib, who's a Marxist historian, and nobody should have any doubts about the fact that he clearly has visceral hatred for the Narendra Modi government. Now, that apart, let me tell you categorically that we have not tried to erase history. If you have paintings, cartography from those years on the wall, if you have a cafe where people can sit down, if you have toilet facilities to ensure that more people visit this site, which was earlier so dilapidated that nobody wanted to have a look at it, what's the big deal? And the Congress lecturing us? I mean, tell me, we made 23rd January the birth anniversary of Netaji Bose as Parakram Divas. Last year, when we celebrated the 164th anniversary of Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, on July 23rd as Tilak Jayanti, the same set of historians had a problem. So my problem with them is that you are the same set which has tried to whitewash historical blunders. Till date, everybody thought the Mopla uprising was a peasant uprising. Thank God for the Indian Council
Now you are
of
going to
Historical
Kerala now.
Research,
Mopla,
which
what
now
has Mopla
says
to got
it
to
was
do with
an
it?
ethnic
Mopla is
genocide
enshrined
of
in the
Hindus
history, madam.
in Malabar.
No, 10
Let me
seconds.
tell you
Sanju,
one
you
more
raised a very
thing.
important point.
Navika,
I'm
can I
trying to
please come
disturb the
in?
history.
Navika, may I
Why
make
do you
my
want to
final
change
point,
the history?
please? I did not interrupt anybody. May I make my final point?
From Jallianwala Bagh, you are going to Kerala. Madam,
I have visited the Armenian Genocide Museum. I have visited the Pearl Harbor Museum in Honolulu. Go and visit the American Holocaust Museum at South.
I want to ask
Navika,
Mr.
10 seconds.
Kamruzaman Chaudhary. I want to ask Mr.
10
Chaudhary. Mr. Chaudhary, you can have different views and different outlook on the way it has been restored, and opinion on this is open to people's own sense of aesthetics, own sense of history, and own sense of interpretation. Having said that, I have a problem with Mr. Rahul Gandhi's statement, who says शहीद का बेटा ही समझ सकता है शहादत क्या है. I want to understand that even in this there is some sort of a legacy, some sort of a dynastic principle that will be applied. I mean, you are saying ordinary Indians do not understand what martyrs are, what martyrdom is, and then are there only two martyrs in this country? Are there only two martyrs in this country, and they belong to the Gandhi family? I find that a little misplaced.
For Congress, the history is about Nehru and
Mr. Chaudhary.
It's nothing about Congress or the BJP. It is about our history, the preservation of our history for our next generation. Now, what has happened in Jallianwala Bagh is just housekeeping that they have been doing. We are not opposed to the housekeeping, removing the fields from the wells, removing the fields from the gardens around it, they're renovating the area around the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. But what has been done out here, according to me, is a shameless marketing political gimmick over the bodies of our martyrs. Why I say
Let
this?
me tell you,
Give me 30 more seconds, please.
Yeah.
It is very clear, Sanju Verma. I did not interrupt you. Let me just finish my statement. Those who do not have any...
Sanju Verma ji, in a democracy you have to allow other people to make their point. It can't be one point. One minute. I will give you time to rebut. Mr. Chaudhary first.
Then you can counter. I can counter. Navika ji, it is very clear that those who do not have any role in history will always want to change the history. That suits your narrative. Now let me just give it to you back in the history. British wanted to wipe out any sign of the massacre from Jallianwala Bagh. They wanted to set up a cloth market on that ground, which they failed because the Indians of that time, they bought that land for 5.60 lakhs from Himmat Singh on August 1, 1920.
Mr. Chaudhary, you can recite the entire history. My question to you is a very simple question. Did you think that dogs roaming around the place, littering that was going on around the place should have continued? Number one. Number two, the light and sound show, which has become such a huge issue of controversy. I want to ask you, this light and sound show was inaugurated by Mr. A.K. Antony, the former defense minister of your party, and Ms. Ambika Soni. So why Why was it done then? And it just stopped somewhere along the way. Then it was not a problem. Today it is a problem. Why do we politicize everything?
No, nothing to politicize. I told you it has got nothing to do with politics of BJP or Congress or for say any other party. It's about the preserving the history for our future generation. Once you enter Jallianwala Bagh, I don't know, Navika, where you have gone or not.
I have.
When you enter this passage,
I have.
When you enter that passage and when you have read about history, your entire body shivers that some murderers or massacre was happened through this alley only. That is the point in history that needs to be reminded to our future generation. Now, why I say this? Now, do you want a light and sound show in Pulwama? Do you want a light and sound show in a Kabristan or in a Shamshan Ghat? Where the martyrs have been...
my question is, if you had problems with the light and sound show, where was your voice in 2010 when Mr. A.K. Antony and Ambika Soni ji went and inaugurated it? Why are you raising the point now? Why is there a light and sound show at the Red Fort? Why is there a light and sound show in so many of our historical places, and memorials? But that question on another day. Today, I think the issue is about the politicization. When hundreds of people lost their life, and this was 102 years ago, 1919, Jallianwala Bagh, General Dyer are all lessons in history that each one of us have read and grown up with. But today, the question is about the beautification. The question is about changing history. The question is about disrespecting martyrs, and something that can be only understood by children of martyrs. Now, is this right for anybody to say? Are there only 2 martyrs in this country is a question people of this country are asking. And that is where this controversy again takes us. Politicization of an incident in history that happened a century or more ago. Should that be allowed? That's the big question. Well, thanking all my panelists for joining me on this debate, leaving you with a teaser of a big interview that's coming up soon here on Times Now. Take a look.
How is my relationship with Virat Kohli? Excellent. He is the boy. Oh, देखो. That's Navika. Navika,
Hey.
you saw it?
Wow, super.